Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We had a pre-Ramadan bazaar yesterday. Many of you were there. And something happened during the bazaar made me think about Ramadan. We had a health inspector. We were talking about the requirements to have food being sold. And there is so much details, how there has to be a trash here, water there, a sink there, a net over there, and the permit and all that stuff. So many requirements to get it done the proper way. And then I started thinking about Ramadan. Are we getting done with the right permits and the right requirements for Ramadan to do it right, so we don't get penalties from Allah? And then I thought about the Khutbatul Jum'ah, the last Khutbatul Jum'ah that Sheikh Hassan Alwan did in the masjid. And for those of you who were not here in Jum'ah, I strongly recommend go back. It's in the ICUI channel and listen to it. And he talks about, because he's a counselor as well, family counselor, that statistically speaking, not religiously speaking, statistically speaking, in the couple months before Ramadan, they see a spike of conflicts between spouses. Big time. And you wonder, why is that happening? And then maybe you can add to it your own twist. The shaitan knows he's going to be tied away. And Ramadan, now he's doing his best job, or something else. But that happens. And it causes people to have strong conflicts in Ramadan. Last year, Sheikh Faqih here? Are you here, Sheikh Faqih? Last year he shared a nice khatara about getting ready for Ramadan. And he said, let's get ready to the details. Even the perfume that you are going to use for that Ramadan, have it ready. That will be your smell for Ramadan, right? You're ready. And the jalabiya, whatever it is, let's be ready in every details. And then I started thinking about our Ramadan in this masjid, right? I mean, typically you'll hear people say, if you have a conflict with your family, go resolve it. If you have someone you're upset with, forgive them. If there is an issue of money, let it go. If there is an envy, jealousy, any negative feeling in your heart, try to resolve it or let it go before Ramadan starts, because that's good for you. So you can have a very peaceful Ramadan. But let's think from our perspective, ICUI. How many people have enough respect for the health regulation, as the food people did, for our masjid? And Nader was sharing with me, our executive director, a video of one of our kids here who decided to take the stairs from all the way up, all the way down, and scratch it. One long scratch. And in order to fix that, you'd have to paint the whole thing. Was that child ready for Ramadan, that he treated the masjid as his refuge, the place where he'll come and he'll feel good in Ramadan? Or did he treat the masjid as al-haqqul am, public? You don't treat a public park the same way you treat your own house. You actually treat your house much better. You want to maintain everything. You want to make sure everything is so clean, so precise, and so good. But in a public park, you might throw trash here and there, feel guilty about it, and if you're good, you don't. How about the gentlemen, adults who go to the bathroom, and forgive me for saying this, urinate whilst they're standing and they don't clean up after themselves? What about the sisters who bring chai in the thermos, but they bring it upstairs? And then they drink it upstairs, especially in Ramadan. And that causes sometimes accidents to the carpet. And what about the respond back to these issues when someone gives an advice? Brother, you can't go to the bathroom without a shoe. You go to the bathroom and then you come here because that's najasa. That's not your business. Why are you talking to me? I know what I'm doing. I'm an adult. Who are you? So when adults do that, it's no surprise that when kids, yesterday while we're having the events and some kids playing basketball, they almost broke one of the vendors' table. And then I told them, and they were talking back to me as if, why are you talking to me about this? Who are you? There is no recognition of Ammo. Maybe he works here. Maybe it's a good advice. Whatever it is. No. So if we treat our masjid this way, are we really getting ready for Ramadan the right way? My mom, may she rest in peace, used to do this thing, and I think a lot of cultures do that. She calls it izal, as if we're moving out of the house before Ramadan. In this country, they call it spring cleaning. She'll move everything out and she'll clean the entire house. The Persian rugs, the diwan, the sofas, everything. Everything moves out, she cleans it perfectly, brings back everything. And I think a lot of cultures do that. And the idea here is we want to receive Ramadan with a clean place, clean heart, clean everything. And then every day you do the bakhur and the utur, and here is beautiful Ramadan. And maybe the smell of sambusa here and there. That's always delightful. So are we doing that for our masjid? And in order to do that for our masjid, we need to do that for our hearts. We need to recognize that this masjid is ours, collectively. Doesn't belong to the board, Sheikh Faqih, or myself, or Ammo Siraj because he's here, Abdullah, Ammo. No, it belongs to all of us, and we must treat it as ours with respect. So humbly, I'm gonna suggest something. And if anyone likes it, please come and let's do it. The event we did, the bazaar we did, we called it Ahlan Ramadan. Ahlan Ramadan Bazaar. So we'll do another series called Ahlan Ramadan Cleaning. And for one day, we all gonna get together with our spouses and our kids to the masjid to clean the masjid. Top down. That includes the board members, the volunteers, the shuyukh, the committee members, the elderly, the young, everyone. And we will come to the masjid and we will divide ourselves into teams and we'll clean everything, including the bathrooms, the stairs, the yard, everything. So we receive our masjid collectively as a beautiful place for a whole month. Because it is not someone's job, because we keep hearing this, in the masjid. Hey, why are you not doing this? Why are you not cleaning? How come the bathroom are always this? How come is this? How come is that? The question becomes, as President Kennedy says, don't ask what your country is giving you. Ask yourself, what are you doing for this country? Don't ask what the masjid is giving you. Ask yourself, what are you doing for this masjid? Are you willing to humble yourself and wear ragged clothes and come to the bathroom and clean it up? If you are, join me. We'll figure out the day, hopefully maybe Sunday. We can do it right after Fajr, and then receive Ramadan with a beautiful, beautiful, clean masjid, clean house. And guess what? When mamas always clean at home, and they're the only ones who clean, they get mad when someone mess up the place, whether us, the fathers, or the kids, because they're the one who clean it. But if the kids clean the place, they make sure it's spotless, because they're the one who did the effort. So maybe we should do that together to make sure our masjid is clean and that we have that sense of ownership, especially our kids, sense of ownership that this is our place. So perhaps during Ramadan, we can treat it gently. We can be nice to it. I think this would humble us and teach our kids an important lesson. A sheikh called Al-Sha'rawi, I think most of you know Al-Sha'rawi. He's an Egyptian scholar. He's already passed away. Very famous, was in the entire Arab world. He had a TV program. And there is a well-known story about him going back to his village, and then they received him like a royalty, as he deserved. And in the middle of the celebration, they don't see him. He's not having dinner with them. He disappeared. They're looking for him everywhere. Where's Sheikh Sha'rawi? Where's Sheikh Sha'rawi? Until they find him in a local small masjid nearby, in the bathroom, cleaning the toilet. And then they ask him, "Ya Sheikh Muhammad, why are you doing this? We have others to do it." He goes, "That receiving that I received from the people got to my head. And I don't want to lose ajr from Allah. I wanted to humble myself, and I came to clean the bathroom of the house of Allah." So who here feels there is something in their heart that needs to be treated, to be humbled? You're upset with something you can't let go. You're angry about something you can't let go. You're jealous of something. You're fighting over something obsessively. There's something stuck in your heart. Maybe you need to come and humble yourself in the masjid, in the house of Allah, to clean it. And I bet you this, once you leave the masjid sweating from the cleaning the masjid, you will feel you are the cleanest that you've ever been, because your heart will be so pure and happy. You and your kids and your spouse clean the masjid. So I invite you all to join us in this effort, Ahlan Ramadan cleaning. Perhaps we'll do it Sunday. I'll announce it later on. I invite everyone to come. Jazakumullahu khairan.